This broadcast will begin in 4 minutes. This broadcast will begin in 3 minutes. This broadcast will begin in 2 minutes. This broadcast will begin in 1 minute. This broadcast will begin in 30 seconds.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
1 second from half court.
Jumping for joy.
First ever.
A 2-on-1. Oh,
Did he bring it in? He did!
It is
caught!
This broadcast is a production of the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Good afternoon from Hiller Hall on the campus of Trinity High School. Today we have the final rounds of the Hiller Boys Holiday Classic here on the WJPA Sports Network, starting with a third-place game between Canon-McMillan and Albert Gallatin. Hi, everyone. I'm Bob Gregg, along with Tom Drakely here in the booth, Jason Tennant, our floor director, Brett Gambita and Noah Tennant on camera, Sid Vicious producing in our downtown Washington studios this afternoon. Much like their season so far, Canon-McMillan started strong yesterday, building a 12-point lead at the half. But the Big Macs didn't finish well, scoring just 13 points after intermission, falling to Avonworth in the final 90 seconds. Albert Gallatin, on the other hand, never really got started, managing just a single point in the first quarter on the way to a 6th consecutive loss. Today's third-place game on the WJPA Sports Network is brought to you in part by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County. By Slovenian Savings and Loan, big enough to serve, small enough to care. By Good Orthodontics. Excellence is a good choice. Choose Good Orthodontics. By Freedom Transit. Take the bus and skip the hassle. Log on freedom-transit.org for details. By First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. People you know, people you can trust. And by CNX Dreamfields, making your dream field come true. Great to have you along here this afternoon. Hiller Hall on your scoreboard. Canon-McMillan will be the visiting team. Big Macs come in with a mark of 4-5. Albert Gallatin comes in at 2-7. I mentioned AG has dropped 6 in a row after starting the year with wins in 2 of their first 3. Tom Drakely beside me, and we'll be here throughout the day today. Was here with me last night. I know you've had a chance to talk to folks around Canon-McMillan. That loss last night has to sting.
Well, it really does. It was a game they were controlling through from the start to the finish, but in the end, Bob, too many careless turnovers, and you just couldn't make the open looks. They had 5 what I thought were quality looks, but my opinion, as I thought about that game, the turning point was when they had a 5-point lead and were 2-on-1 in a fast break and did not get a bucket or free throws. They turned the ball over.
Didn't get a shot.
Exactly. And to me, that was an egregious error. And the other team, Avonworth, came down and knocked a 3 down. Really big turning point, in my opinion. But maybe the best thing for them is to come back out on the floor and not think about that and play basketball.
The other thing, and we talked about this post game. I thought the Big Macs looked very complacent on offense after building the lead back up to 6 points there, and looked very just almost like we're just going to milk this clock down. And what they always say about the prevent defense, it just prevents you from winning. Prevent offense does the same thing.
Well, exactly, and I thought there were opportunities to take advantage of Avonworth's defense. They didn't do that. They weren't attacking. They were playing out on the perimeter, throwing the ball east to west as opposed to attacking north-south, and it caught them. And sometimes, unfortunately, that thing can happen. So we'll see if they've learned anything today. But the biggest factor from me is when you have open looks and they're good quality shots, you have got to make some. You don't win this game or any game in a basketball game without making shots. That's what you have to do. Put the ball through the rim.
Canon-McMillan 4-5, losers of 4 in a row. Albert Gallatin comes in 2-7, having dropped their last 6. We'll take a look at starters and schedules ahead for these two teams when we come back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Slovenian Savings and Loan is here for your life, your future, and your dreams. While life's pace seems to get faster and faster, Slovenian Savings and Loan still stands by its traditional values of honesty, integrity, and building personal relationships. Enjoy all modern conveniences to make banking easy, combined with a down-to-earth, face-to-face way of doing business. Slovenian Savings and Loan on Boone Avenue in Strabane. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Orthodontics isn't just for children. Orthodontics is for everyone. Choose Good Orthodontics. Doctors Bob and Ron Good and Dr. Cullen Doyle are board-certified specialists in orthodontics and facial orthopedics. Good Orthodontics has offices in Mount Lebanon, Washington, and Pleasant Hills. See all the good a simple smile can do. Call Good Orthodontics, 724-225-1114. Excellence is a good choice. Choose Good Orthodontics.
Mentioned Albert Gallatin won 2 of his first 3 wins against Carrick and Brownsville, wrapped around a 31-point loss to Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. That was early on in the season, up through December the 6th. But since then, a non-conference loss to Ringgold, and then 4 straight conference section losses to Uniontown, Penn Trafford, McKeesport, and Gateway before the loss last night against Trinity. And again, that was a game that after the opening quarter, Albert Gallatin was just done. It was just, let's get rid of these 24 minutes that are left. It was 16-1.
Yeah, they had a very difficult time. They went 0 for 17 from the three-point line. But again, look at the quality of the shot from 3 points. I can vividly recall them shooting shots by the volleyball line. I mean, why? Why would you take a shot like that? The percentages will tell you 33% from behind the arc. But why go further back? I mean, work for a quality shot. You take good shots, Bob, your percentage goes up.
Canon-McMillan opened the year 4-1, wins against Trinity, South Fayette, Bethel Park, and the section opener against Amani Christian. A loss in the middle there by 11 to Peters Township. But then Murderers Row in section play after beating Imani. Losses to Upper St. Clair, Mount Lebanon, and Central Catholic, and only the Lebo game competitive. And then the disappointing loss, a blown 12-point lead last night against Avonworth.
Yeah, and I wonder how much the Central Catholic loss was weighing on them, having only scored 25 points against them. But, you know, you have to put those things behind, and you've got to move on. I know it was disappointing to lose that game last night. My hope for Canon-McMillan is that there are lessons to be learned, that players, when they have open looks, step up and knock them down, and that they are more on the attack mode when they have that lead. You still must play basketball. You can't sit back, as you said, and sort of, okay, we'll take our foot off the gas. Cannot do that in this game.
Coming up ahead of the 3 o'clock tip, we'll be back on the air for the championship game, that featuring the host Hillers and the Avonworth Antelopes. Trinity, with the win last night against AG, snapped a 3-game losing streak, but the Hillers just 1 win in their last 4. Avonworth just the opposite, 3 wins in their last 4 ball games after beating Canon-McMillan last night, but both of them identical 3-6 records. We'll talk plenty about that during our broadcast here for the third place game, and then on into our pregame show before that championship. Again, that's a 3 o'clock scheduled start here at Hiller Hall. Well, just great to have you along. We're doing hardwood and getting our coverage really underway last Tuesday night, then the doubleheader last night, both games here tonight, and we're going to shift over to wrestling this weekend. The Tri-County Athletic Directors Association annual wrestling tournament, up to 21 teams this year. All 12 Washington County and all 3 Greene County teams that have wrestling are all involved in that. And one of the great moves that PIAA instituted just a couple of years ago, that the county or league championship tournaments, in-season tournaments, do not count against your competitions. So now schools like Canon-McMillan or Waynesburg or Trinity that had great teams didn't want to spend the 4 points on a county tournament when they could go and wrestle even higher competition. Now you don't have to make that choice. You can go to Ironman, you can go to Powerade, you can go to Beast, you can go to the Bedford tournament, et cetera, and wrestle that top flight statewide competition, and you can still compete against your county opponents as well. So kudos to the PIAA, and boy, transition time as Dr. Bob Lombardi steps away into his retirement, though those of us on the NFHS network, we understand that we may not be hearing the last from Dr. Bob Lombardi. We'll see how all that goes. We'll get set for the starting lineups when we come back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Freedom Transit's Pittsburgh Metro route services park and rides in Washington and Canonsburg, including Bow Street and South Point to downtown Pittsburgh. Conveniently use the Freedom Transit app to pay for your bus fare. Freedom Transit cards also available at the Washington Transit Center. Our riders enjoy a car-free commute, avoiding traffic and parking. Downtown stops include Gateway Center, Boulevard of the Allies, Smithfield Street, and East Busway.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and keep the warm and cozy in. Visit a loan officer today or apply anytime online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 458729.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Welcome back to Hiller Hall, just minutes away from tip-off of the third-place game in the Hiller Holiday Classic. Let's check those starting lineups. First of all, for the visitors from Canon-McMillan under Glenn Gutierrez, 4-5 overall record. It'll be 6'4" sophomore Tayson McLean, 6'2" senior Roman Kenneman, 6'2" senior Blake Simmons, 5'10" junior Romello D'Angelo, and 6'2" junior Keegan Williams. Important for, I think, Roman Kenneman to come out. Had a strong first half, had 11 points at intermission, didn't score in the second half. Big Macs need him to contribute in a full game manner here this afternoon. For Albert Gallatin and Spencer Mackey, 2-7 on the year. A little change up in their starting lineup. Adam Pegg, a 5'10" senior, will be joined by 6' senior T. Gessman, 6'4" sophomore Elliott Sines, 6'4" junior Darren Ford, and getting a start today is 6' senior Ethan Kennedy. Good minutes off the bench yesterday for Kennedy. Little spark plug kind of action from Kennedy, and he's going to get the start today.
Well, and I think that's a good move. I mean, you know, they've had some rough outings. You might as well take a look at what you have and which players can handle the spotlight, and I think that's a great move by Coach Mackey.
Our PIAA game officials at the scorers table at the moment. The referee in the center there, if we get them on the screen there, Nick Fleming. He'll be referee and umpires Jake Davey and Kevin Crummy. 8 minutes on the clock. We play 4 8-minute quarters. Should the score still be tied, we'll go OT until somebody still has the lead after the final buzzer in that period sounds. Big Mac's first to break the huddle. McLean, Kenneman, Simmons, D'Angelo, and Williams. It'll be Pegg, Gessman, Sines, Kennedy, and Ford to start for the Colonials. McLean and Ford step into the center circle. Nick Fleming joins them there, and the ball in flight. Big Macs don't get the tip cleanly, and still a scramble for it. Gessman trying to get to the loose ball, and the Big Macs end up with it.
What a mad dash that was.
Oh, kudos to T. Gessman. You know, he did not let that just happen. 3-ball near side, up and in for Romello D'Angelo.
Well, and I honestly think, Bob, one of the things,
and a steal and a putback, and the Big Macs jump in front 5-0. And I think Blake Simmons with that basket. So back-to-back buckets and now a steal. Simmons leading a 4-on-1. Gessman tries to force him wide. Shot won't go. Rebound. Put back out in front. Rattles on the iron 5 times.
Kenneman.
And
Roman.
Drops home. Roman Kenneman with the bucket.
Very important for Canon-McMillan to get off to a quality start today.
Steal and a bucket for Tayson McClain, and the Big Mac scored 9 points in the first 55 seconds, and Spencer Mackey said, we got to talk about this.
Well, inability to handle pressure, and the Big Mac's doing a nice job creating deflections and steals early on in the game, and 4 different players have scored. You made a point earlier, and I want to go back to it, Bob, that it's very important for Roman Kenneman to get off to a good start and be more consistent. I, too, feel he's a very important player for Canon-McMillan. He has good skill. He's a good shooter. He needs to step up and have the attitude, you know what, I'm making shots today.
Mekhi Belt is checked in for Albert Gallatin. He was one of the starters yesterday. Did not get the start today, but...
Well, and I like what Canon-Mac's doing. They're putting the athletic Blake Simmons right on the basketball, and he creates problems because he's got those long arms.
Inbound to Signs, try to get it ahead to Mekhi Belt. And the Big Mac guilty of a foul. Keegan Williams late to the party and guilty of the game's first personal foul.
Yeah, a little over-enthusiastic on that one. He thought he could get the steal. But I'd be smart. Those aren't good fouls.
On the substitution, I mentioned Mekhi Belt in, Darren Ford out. And remember yesterday he ended up with a back issue.
Yes.
And so wondering if that has tightened up or just they wanted to give it a go and see, but we'll see. Offensive foul late. T. Gessman going to get called for a late pick coming and didn't get set in time.
How many of those did we see yesterday in our 2 games? Illegal screens, offensive fouls. They're really consistent on calling those this year. Points of emphasis.
9-0 lead for Canon-McMillan, 1 minute and 20 seconds in. Williams and D'Angelo out near the volleyball 10-foot line between there and the top of the key. Feed to the paint. Put it on the deck, got to get out of the paint. McClain in there a long time after passing it and wasn't facing the basket, and the count doesn't stop. And now a reach-in steal. McClain tried to put it on the deck and the ball taken away. Belt deals eventually to the far side to Pegg. Simmons drives him out away from the three-point line. To the far corner, 3-ball in flight, short off the rim on the miss by Kennedy, but a rebound at the baseline. It's Belt. Eventually to Signs and reset the offense.
And this is the problem that Canon-Mac had yesterday, Bob. They force a shot, miss, don't get the rebound.
Ball goes down low to Gessman. Gessman backs the defender down, shot blocked by McClain and out of bounds.
Yeah, nice job by McClain to stay with the play. He's got those long arms. I mean, he's capable of blocking shots.
Rattled our banner around, I think, there.
he had a nice one.
Hard block by
Yes,
McClain.
it was.
5:45 to play in the first. 9-0 Big Mac's been here since about 55 seconds in. AG continuing this possession, though, and multiple looks at the basket. Ball's knocked loose, shots blocked, etc. Now floater up by Ethan Kennedy finds the net.
Yeah, and Kennedy again, let's mention, he played pretty well off the bench yesterday, so he gets to start today, knocks down his first shot.
9-2, entry pass into the lane. McClain fumbles it, finds a back cut. Simmons scores.
Nice back cut. That's what you must do. When you get the ball in the paint, you want to turn and face and attack.
Big Mac's knocked the ball loose, and now lock it loose again. Simmons going for the rack, missed the dunk. Rebound and put back for Kenneman there.
Nice job for Kenneman. Always follow the layup. You never know if they're going to make or miss.
Colonials try to break the press to the hoop. No use of the window. Mekhi Belt gets the jumper in tight. Simmons takes a fast break the other way. Hit it.
Simmons with a quick 6 points.
Simmons leading all scorers, and now a foul called on Tayson McClain,
who got in foul trouble yesterday, as you recall. And again, if you're going to press, that's one thing, but don't reach in and put yourself in a foul situation. All that does is put you on the bench early.
That's what happened to him yesterday.
I know. He's got one. He's got to be careful.
A little indecision there by Blake Simmons on the dunk look, and
yeah.
Fortunately for the Big Macs, Kenneman was there. Nice drive all the way down the lane for the deuce. Adam Pegg's first points of the game. It's 15-6. Canon-Mac in front.
Yeah, direct drive that time. Nice finish by the Albert Gallatin player.
Yeah, Pegg got an opening and got just enough to get through. 3-ball Kenneman well short. Rebound tipped. Kenneman follows, goes and gets it. Scoop up and in.
Great follow by Kenneman that time. Always follow that shot. Came back to it. Scored on a putback.
23 points here in the opening 4 minutes. AG setting up in front court. Colonials down 17-6. Mackay Belt on the dribble. Take it to the high post. Take it to the rack. Missed the shot. Loose ball grabbed by Blake Simmons. McLean will push it up the sideline. On into the corner to Keegan Williams. Right in front of the AG bench.
That middle wide open in that zone.
3-ball in flight. Kenneman, good line, nails it.
Yeah, and that's what you have to do. You know, you had a bad night yesterday. You missed some shots. Guess what? It's a new day. Fire it up.
Kennebec plus 20-6. Pressure in the backcourt, but the Colonials able to break it and then turn it over, and then the Big Macs kick the ball out of bounds. Got to look at the drive by Peg to take that all the way up with the left hand. Nice drive, and again, he started that way up high.
That was a great finish. And
then Kenneman following his miss. That was the deuce, and here comes the tray. Just step right into it. Bang.
Beautiful. That's what you want.
Colonials get the ball inbounds, down 14, 3:15 to play in our opening quarter. A little soft mid-range jumper up and good for Adam Pegg. Did I say mid-range jumper in
Yes,
a high school game today? My
Hard
goodness.
to believe, huh? They don't usually shoot mid-range.
McLean missed his first effort. Second shot won't go. Gets it a third time. Took a hard bump down low. But able to work the ball around. Jason Perrine in the game, and he is making life uncomfortable at the low block.
He can do that. He's so big.
Good job to move out in front of Perrine, but made him change the shot. Perrine gets the miss.
Yeah, that
gets
shot.
the rebound after Ben Tazak's miss.
Yeah, Tazak had a good look.
Signs on the dribble. Perrine uses the ball to force his way open, then missed the shot, and a great tip by Kenneman off Perrine's body and out of bounds.
It's difficult to guard a player with the size that Perrine has. I mean, he's not only tall, he's wide, and he takes up a lot of space. And smart move by Kenneman that time to knock that ball off his body.
And he not only takes up space, but he's mobile in there. He's got enough movement. Darren Ford checks back in. Pearson Turner joins him. 20-8. Kennebec by 22 feet across the paint. And Perrine on the front side, I think, going to get called for a blocking foul. Knock down the shooter. And a couple of free throws coming for Braden Redu, who checked in. That foul is on Perrine, his first. Team second. 2 free throws coming for Redu.
One of the bugaboos, I think, for Canon-McMillan is their inability to convert at the foul line.
First shot well short. 6 of 13 in the tournament.
That's not good enough. You got to concentrate when you get to that line. Got to practice that shot.
Redu, a 6'3 junior, back at the stripe, trying to extend this 12-point lead. Foul shot good,
There
1
you
of
go.
2.
That looked good.
2:17 to play in our first quarter. Full court pressure. Perrine double team, try to throw it over the top. Ball knocked away from Pearson Turner. Big Macs control. 3-ball. Kenneman corner good.
There we go. Off to a great start.
He's got 12. That's more than he had in the whole game yesterday.
It's amazing. I'm telling you, he's a very capable scorer.
Ford, long pass ahead, way over top of the 5'10 senior Adam Pegg and out of bounds.
Already 8 turnovers, and I may have missed one by Albert Gallatin, and most of those turnovers have converted into baskets for the Big Macs.
Kenneman to the bench, checking back in is Keegan Williams. Kennebec up 24-8, 150 to play in our first quarter. Big Mac started on a 13-2 run and now 11-6 since that point. Nice screen, gets Tazak open. Free throw jumper won't go. Rebound knocked toward the corner by Pegg, and it'll be Big Mac ball at the baseline.
Yeah, and a nice little jump shot there. I like that. Mid-range jumper by Ben Tazak that time. Didn't convert it, but I'm glad he took it.
Tazak to key the inbound. Right at the end of the Trinity inscription on the floor. Lob it diagonally clear across, and Tyler Berkshire with his first touch.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was the play.
Wide open 3-ball. Romello D'Angelo missed the shot. Rebound cleared by Pearson Turner for Albert Gallatin. And Big Macs will settle back into their half-court defense. Darren Ford brings it across to the near side to Belt. Cross-court again. It's Pegg to Ford. 3-ball, far corner, off the back of the rim. No good. Perrine had the rebound, didn't protect it, and Tazak reaches in and takes it away.
Yeah, great steal by Tazak that time. And he had a man down the floor had he looked.
Redu trying to muscle his way, and now Keegan Williams against Perrine. Kick it out to D'Angelo. His three won't go. Backside rebound for Mekhi Belt. Got to be the shoes. Ball ahead to Darren Ford. He is fouled by D'Angelo, who will go to the foul line. I just gave D'Angelo a 2-point bucket instead of a foul.
Well,
gotta fix that.
He'd take the 2-point bucket, I'm sure.
Darren Ford goes to the free throw line to shoot a couple. 6'4" junior, short on the first free throw. Ford, 5 points in last night's game. 4 points in last night's game, was 2 of 4 at the foul line.
Yeah, and then he had that spill, and boy, that looked bad because he was in some discomfort.
Well, and he laid on the floor in the circle, in the free throw circle, for about 25 seconds of game action. Ford misses the second as well, but Turner trying to get to the rebound and trying to save it. He dribbled it on the sideline.
Well, and again, here's an example of where you got to be able to make foul shots, and Albert Gallatin goes 0 for 2. The Big Macs 1 for 2. At least they made one of their 2.
45 seconds to play opening quarter, 24-8. Canon-McMillan, the frenetic 9-minute first minute of this game. D'Angelo on the dribble, steps back to a 3, too strong and wide of the mark. Perrine clears the glass and quickly get it ahead. Cross-court pass to Ford, try to put it on the deck, and a ball kicked out of bounds by D'Angelo.
He never put that ball to the floor. Was that a travel, Bob?
No, he tried to dribble it and put the ball off the foot of D'Angelo.
Yeah,
he had a dribble going, but
I was blocked out that time by none other than the big boy, Jason Perrine.
Yep. Ford put it down, but the ball off of D'Angelo's foot. To the hoop, little high floater up and good for Adam Pegg.
He's had a nice start to this game.
10 seconds to play in the quarter, 24-10. Keegan Williams, wide open 3, nothing but net. His first points of the game.
Yeah, I'm sure that Coach Gutierrez is feeling good about the way they're shooting the basketball.
Canon-McMillan 27, Albert Gallatin 10 after 1. Back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
At Slovenian Savings and Loan, they understand you want convenience. That's why their mobile banking app allows you to bank from anywhere, anytime. They also know there's no substitute for personal, one-on-one service from someone who cares about you and your family. Founded on honesty, integrity, and trust in 1925, and that will never change. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. Slovenian Savings and Loan on Boone Avenue in Strabane. SlovenianSavingsandLoan.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
27-10, Canon-McMillan with a strong opening quarter. Big Macs led by 12 at the half yesterday and didn't get the job done.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
They
got off to a great start.
They have more points after one quarter than they had at the half yesterday.
Yeah, so they got off the really good start. And here's the key, not only making and converting on the steals, but they made perimeter shots. They made some jump shots. I mean, that's so important. And once you see it go through the rim, you start feeling pretty good about your game, and you make more.
AG with the ball. They had 10 in the opening period tonight, scored just 1 against Trinity last night, but they weren't down this much. It was 16-1. They're down 17 after one quarter here.
That's right.
Perrine at the high post, travel. Spun, planted that foot, and then spun with the other foot.
I like the defense, Canon-McMillan playing man-to-man. That's what they primarily play, and I love the way they're pressuring the ball today. Melo D'Angelo, I think he's an outstanding defender. I really like him as a player.
Keegan Williams hit a three to close the first, misses that, and a rebound smacked, and it goes off the face of Perrine. Rifle a pass ahead to Darren Ford, trying to get by D'Angelo. Ford has to come back and save the loose ball. Goes to Perrine. He's going to the hoop, no doubt. Shot blocked after it hit the window. Goaltending against Blake Simmons. Ball off the glass, heading for the hoop, and it was touched then by Simmons, and that's goaltending.
Yeah, so Jason Perrine gets the basket.
Sorry about that. Yes, indeed. Perrine with the bucket. 27-12. Simmons drives. Shot challenged by Turner. Partially blocked. Controlled by Mekhi Belt. Coast to coast off the window and in. Oh, look, but here come the Colonials.
They did the same thing yesterday, as I remember. They made a little run early in that second quarter, and then that was about it.
McLean bring it back to Williams across the one elbow to the other. D'Angelo almost stepped on the midcourt line. A little floater in the paint. Tyson McLean first bucket of this quarter for Canon-Mac, 29-14, and a throw-in violation.
Another turnover. That's 11. Tyson McLean that time turned, and when he got the ball and attacked the rim, only a sophomore, untapped potential, I believe, for Canon-McMillan. And if he continues to develop and grow, he's going to be a really good player.
Ford, Pegg, and Perrine go out for Albert Gallatin. Looks like Signs is checked back in along with Ethan Kennedy. And I need one more. Okay, T. Guessman. Canon-Mac ball after he stepped inbounds and then didn't throw the ball. And you know, if you get rid of that ball, even if your foot does come down first, while technically it's a violation, that's going to be play on. But when you don't throw the ball and you stepped in, you're in trouble. D'Angelo catch and a first quick move to the hoop. That won't go.
Whoa.
Simmons rebounds the miss and got undercut, or at least that's what he felt. To the hoop, off the window, won't go. Rebound by Kennedy after missing to begin with. Rebound and a putback for Mekhi Belt.
So Belt, 2 quick field goals here in the second quarter.
And good work there by Kennedy. Missed the first shot, kept the ball alive, and then it ended up in the hands of Belt. And now a pushing foul called on Albert Gallatin. 2-hand push called by our referee, Nick Fleming. It was not just a push, it was push. 2 hands.
A little bit of a shove.
And timeout, Canon-McMillan. 5:56 to play first half. Canon-Mac 29, Albert Gallatin 16. Back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Orthodontics isn't just for children. Orthodontics is for everyone. Choose Good Orthodontics. Doctors Bob and Ron Good and Dr. Cullen Doyle are board-certified specialists in orthodontics and facial orthopedics. Good Orthodontics has offices in Mount Lebanon, Washington, and Pleasant Hills. See all the good a simple smile can do. Call Good Orthodontics, 412-344-4663. Excellence is a good choice. Choose Good Orthodontics.
6-2 start to the second quarter for Albert Gallatin. Glenn Gutierrez says, let's talk about this.
I like the call. I like the move. He probably set up an inbounds play to try to get an easy bucket. So I think that's an excellent coaching move there by Coach Gutierrez. You're right. You know, you never know with players.
Canon-Mac with the ball inbounds. D'Angelo feed it out to Kenneman. Right side, Keegan Williams. Good quick defensive move by Mekhi Belt to stop an open three. Williams deals into the corner. Simmons, ball fake, drive to the paint. Work it around. D'Angelo, Kenneman to the elbow. A little floater 10 feet out, misses it. Shot tipped by McLean to keep it alive for Canon-Mac. Second chance opportunity.
Yeah, they don't get many of those, so that was a nice effort that time.
D'Angelo standing in the midcourt circle. Gives it to Kenneman, gets it back. Williams looked to set up a three, but doesn't take it. D'Angelo, hard fake to the left. Kenneman now to McLean, 19 feet, 9 inches out. Cross-court pass. Williams wide open, 3 ball off the rim. Rebound tipped around by Simmons. It comes up the lane where Jason McLean tracks it down. Third look for the Big Macs. 3 ball in flight. Kenneman, too strong. Rebound comes up the lane where it's snared by Ethan Kennedy. Kennedy going to get double teamed. Gets across the timeline. has Elliott Signs this way. Signs gets a screen from Turner. 3-ball in flight. Good quick shot there. Rebound battle for Kenneman. Rips it away from Ethan Kennedy. Kenneman had it. Kennedy got his hands in, tried to take it away, and good hard ball protection there by Kenneman. But then a pass into traffic, tipped away. Coming the other way, Mekhi Belt lays it on the back of the rim and in.
Well,
6 points in the quarter.
Taysom McLean has to meet that pass. You have to step to it.
AG on an 8-2 run. The score now 29-18. The Big Mac's lead has been trimmed down to 11. And again, 8-2 run for AG to start this second quarter. Coming up on halfway through the second 8-minute period. Kenneman looks inside. Simmons too well covered. Goes to D'Angelo out beyond the volleyball 10-foot line. It's Simmons now on the right wing. D'Angelo beyond the top of the key. Has Simmons in the corner. Dribbles it back out. AG in a 2-3 zone. Going to sit right there. They have that extended beyond that 3-point arc. It's not like they're just packing it in.
Yeah, you got to attack this. You can't just stand back complacently. This is what we saw them do late in the game yesterday.
Kenneman through the low paint. Feed it across to Williams. Loaded up. Didn't take the shot. Work it back around. Down to 3.5 minutes. This possession a little over a minute for the Big Macs since the bucket by Mekhi Belt. 3-ball, Kenneman short. Rebound comes up the lane, and a holding foul going to be called. And they're going to get Pearson Turner for a hook and hold.
Yeah, he did definitely grabbed a hold of Blake Simmons, who I think would have probably had the rebound.
Now another look at this. The Big Macs extending this possession well over a minute this end of the floor. Matt Hirsch checked in on that stoppage. Tazak back on the floor. Simmons, Hirsch out near midcourt. Left side Kenneman. D'Angelo in the left corner. Back out to Kenneman. Dribble to the line, feed it off. Tazak gave up his dribble. Pass to the corner, almost went to the bench. Hirsch, Tazak, work it around. 2:55 to play second quarter. Perrine, very active, gave a little bump there to Simmons. Play on is the call.
I don't like when the ball goes to the corner, and it's just a bad place to be. Got to penetrate the zone a little bit. Use the high post. Don't be afraid to throw the ball in there.
Big Macs working this down, coming up on 2 minutes of this trip down the floor. 3-ball, Tazak good.
Well, if you're going to do that and then finally make the 3-ball, we'll take it.
32-18, Canon-Mac plus 14, coming up on 2:20 remaining in the second quarter. Signs get the ball ahead, finds Mekhi Belt. Belt takes it into the paint, looks for the cutter, all alone near side is Kennedy. He misses, but Perrine right there on the weak side for the putback.
Johnny on the spot. Jason Perrine.
Or Jason on the spot, as the
That's
case
right.
may be.
The 6'4" interior player. Here's a bad pass.
Good job controlling the ball.
Oh,
Ethan
nice
Kennedy
comeback.
has it stolen by D'Angelo.
Really great hustle by D'Angelo.
Nice feed ahead, and a foul going to be called on the floor, a holding foul. And that is going to be T. Gessman, his second, team's third foul of the quarter. 147, and Big Macs have not committed a foul in this period.
That's hard to believe.
Of course, they had a 2-minute offensive possession.
They sure did.
You ought not be in a foul place where you're committing fouls there. 1:40 to play, second quarter, 32-20. Canon-McMillan up 12. Led by 17 at the end of one. Floater in the paint.
I love
D'Angelo
that.
finds it.
Now that's what you have to do. That's how you penetrate the zone. Oh, there was a little bit of a...
Lob ahead, gets to Perrine. Misses that shot. Battles, Perrine gets it back. Fights out of a tie-up, pushes his way clear. Misses a shot again, but will go to the foul line. First foul on the Big Macs in the quarter. It's going to be Matt Hirsch. Perrine to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Well, you just mentioned them not fouling, and there's your foul.
Well short on the free throw. Perrine 0 for 1 in yesterday's game at the stripe, 0 for 1 here this afternoon. Deficit is 14 for Albert Gallatin. Numerous subs for both teams. 1:17 to play, second quarter. Jason Perrine with 4 points, all in this quarter, looking to add to that. Foul shot right on the money. He thought he pulled that one short and started down the lane, but stayed out long enough to avoid the violation that he was guilty of yesterday. 34-21, Canon-McMillan with a 13-point lead. Soft pass by D'Angelo is tipped away, and then the Colonials throw it away.
Well, they didn't do themselves any favors. They had numbers, too. And
2-on-1 break, and the pass was behind Ethan Kennedy.
Yeah, that has to drive Coach Spencer Mackey out of his mind. I mean, those are potential points that you don't get.
Just under a minute to play, second quarter. Ball into the circle, goes to Redu. Down several stages on the lane, shot partially blocked, and Guessman controls the miss. AG will bring it up the floor. D'Angelo going to meet up with Mackay Belt. Ball goes to Pegg. Pegg with a fake to his right, drive with the left hand, misses that shot. Ryan can't get the rebound. It's grabbed by Redu. Get it ahead. Kenneman misses the lay-in. Redu right there to finish it off.
Nice job by Redu. Following the play. Here's another steal.
D'Angelo feed it back out. Tazak shot partially challenged, and we're going to end up with a foul.
Not sure who the foul's on.
It's going to be on Albert Gallatin. And Adam Pegg called for the foul. That is 4 now on the Colonials. Down to 15 seconds, and Canon-McMillan going to get a possession to set up where they get the ball in quick, and D'Angelo hits a 3.
Love to see him knock down those shots. Capable scorer. I like his game today. Oh, almost got that one.
Across the timeline comes Kennedy. Ball knocked loose. Scramble for it. And we're going to get a held ball. Possession arrow points to Canon-McMillan.
Great hustle by the Big Macs.
0.3 of a second to go.
Well, not a lot of time here.
You're going to get the possession arrow, but
yeah.
You might have wanted to decline it.
Yeah, just shoot.
Can't catch. Nope, can't do it. Not with 0.3 of a second.
Not enough time.
Half comes to an end. Canon-McMillan 39, Albert Gallatin 21. A recap coming your way when we come back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Freedom Transit's bus routes service the Washington and Cannonsburg areas and extend into downtown Pittsburgh, McDonald, and Monongahela. Children 11 and younger ride free, and seniors 65 and older receive free bus fares on fixed route service. Conveniently use the Freedom Transit app to pay for your bus fare. Freedom Transit cards, also available at the Washington Transit Center. Freedom Transit, connecting people who live, work, learn, and play in Washington County and surrounding areas.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and keep the warm and cozy in. Visit a loan officer today or apply anytime online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 458729.
Following the game, we'll recognize our player of the game, brought to you by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County. Basketball often thought of as a game of runs. Canon-McMillan has had more and better runs than Albert Gallatin. 13-2 run to start, 14-8 to close the opening quarter, 10-3 to close the second quarter. The only thing in the middle there, AG with an 8-2 run in the first 5 minutes of that second quarter. At the time, it pulled them to within 11, but Canon-Mac pushing back to lead by 18 at intermission.
I think the Big Macs are playing with a little more energy this evening, or this afternoon, and I like the patience they're having against the zone. They're not taking bad shots. They are content to move the basketball, and they're not making a lot of careless turnovers. They had one bad pass in the one sequence. D'Angelo tried to push it inside, but he ran back the other end, and he stole the ball back. So you like that aggressiveness by the Big Macs, and the pressure has obviously bothered Albert Gallatin. But then again, Canon-Mac's had trouble with the big boy, Jason Perrine. I mean, he's such a big player, 6'4", and I don't know what he weighs, but I know he could be on that offensive line tomorrow morning.
Canon-Mac 27-10 after one quarter. AG unable to hold on to the cut into that. They had cut 6 points off that deficit at the 4.5 minute mark. but Canon-Mac with that 10-3 close to the period pushes the margin actually a point more than it was at the end of the first quarter. So up 18, Canon-Mac 12-11 advantage in that second quarter. Roman Kenneman with 12 points to lead all scorers, all 12 in that first quarter. The rest of the way, Romello D'Angelo with 8, 6 for Blake Simmons. I have 4 for Tayson McLean, 3 apiece for Keegan Williams and Braden Radu. Canon-Mac just 2 foul shots, 1 of 2 at the half. On the other side of the ledger, Makai Best with 8 points, including 6 in that run early in the period to get AG back to within 11 points. 8 for Best. Adam Pegg has 6, all in the opening quarter. Jason Perrine off the bench with 5, all in the second quarter. Ethan Kennedy with a deuce. And I have Albert Gallatin at the free throw line, 1 for 4 on the afternoon so far here in the third place game. 39-21, we're at the half. We're back in just a moment here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
This is the final game of our 2025 calendar year coverage. We will have bowl action for you tomorrow as the Sun Bowl features the Duke Blue Devils and the Arizona State Sun Devils. So it'll be blue or sun. Some devilish team is going to win tomorrow's game.
Yes.
And it can't end in a tie because college football rules do not permit ties, unlike the NFL.
I don't think the NFL should have ties either. I mean, these guys are making good money. Let's finish the game.
Coming up this weekend, we have 5 NFL games for you on WJPA. Doubleheader on Saturday, Sunday afternoon doubleheader, and then the Steelers and Ravens Sunday night for the AFC North Championship and the final berth into the AFC playoffs. 27-10 after one, 12-11 score in the second. Canon-McMillan up 39-21 at the break. Were you going to say something when we went to the break?
Well, the one thing I was going to say was we were talking about Darren Ford from Albert Gallatin hurting his back. He didn't play very much this first half, so I'm wondering if he's still not feeling quite right.
Yeah,
and,
he started subbed out in that first minute. I mean, Canon-Mac scored 9 points in the first 55 seconds.
Correct.
And Ford was one of the players subbed out. And again, you go back and you just wonder, is that the back? Is that a move by Spencer Mackey to say, look, there's nobody immune here.
Yeah.
If we're playing like this, nobody's immune.
Yeah, and you're coming out, and we're going to put other kids in that are going to play harder.
And I'm not saying that that's what that was, but you know, I give credit to a coach that from the star to the lowest guy on the bench on the roster, if you evaluate and rank them, you know, when you come in at 2-7 and you've lost 6 straight games, nobody's immune. Nobody.
Well,
you do what we want. If it's not working, we're going to make a change.
And I think sometimes, as a coach, you have to send a message. And when you maybe take your star out of that or your better players out, that sends the message not only to them but to your other players.
Years ago, JoJo Salvino was still head coach at Monessen. They were in this tournament, and we were doing the Monessen game, and I can't even remember who it was against. And something wasn't going the way JoJo wanted it to go, and about 3 or 4 minutes in, he subbed the entire starting lineup and told them to go sit down at the far end of the bench. I'll get to you when I get to you.
I remember that. And, of course, if you knew Coach Salvino, and I knew him quite well, and I really liked him, other people had things to say regardless about him. But you know what? He stuck with his convictions, and I think as a head coach, you have to do that. That doesn't mean you're mad at the player or you're going to bench him forever, but you send those subtle messages to let's get back on track playing the way we want to play. And I think that's very, very important.
Yep, you guys got the starting nod, but when you get back in, I'll decide, and I'll come talk to you in just a bit.
Exactly.
We're at the half. Canon-McMillan 39, Albert Gallatin 21. We're back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Slovenian Savings and Loan is here for your life, your future, and your dreams. While life's pace seems to get faster and faster, Slovenian Savings and Loan still stands by its traditional values of honesty, integrity, and building personal relationships. Enjoy all modern conveniences to make banking easy, combined with a down-to-earth, face-to-face way of doing business. Slovenian Savings and Loan on Boone Avenue in Strabane. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Orthodontics isn't just for children. Orthodontics is for everyone. Choose Good Orthodontics. Doctors Bob and Ron Good and Dr. Cullen Doyle are board-certified specialists in orthodontics and facial orthopedics. Good Orthodontics has offices in Mount Lebanon, Washington, and Pleasant Hills. See all the good a simple smile can do. Call Good Orthodontics, 724-225-1114. Excellence is a good choice. Choose Good Orthodontics.
Tom, we're just about a minute away from the start of the second half. Quickly through both sides here. If you're Canon-Mac, you're plus 18. You want to get this put away. Given what happened yesterday, you want to get it put away. What do you do coming out?
Oh, you're aggressive. Out, you get right on them. You're pressing again. Take advantage of situations. Attack, attack, attack. Do not take your foot off that gas pedal.
You're Albert Gallatin. You're down 18. What do you have to do?
Well, I think you steer the course. Try to get the ball down the floor in transition. They were successful with that a couple of times. So try to beat that press and look to score off of that. But again, that starts with handling the basketball, and they have not done a very good job. They've got 13 turnovers, and most of those turnovers have led to points for Canon-McMillan. So the major thing that I would be preaching is let's take care of the basketball. Let's try to get the ball maybe into the big boy once in a blue moon. Darren Ford is back out there on the floor, and now his left wrist is all taped up. So he's got some physical issues going on.
All right, another question real quick if we can get this. At what, you get down, I mean, you don't ever give up, but sometimes your focus shifts into, like, we have to get better at this or that. AG gets the ball into the corner for a three-ball shot by Guessman. That is no good, but the rebound knocked out of bounds by Canon-Mac.
Yeah, they had a chance to grab it. Kenneman had the ball in his hands, was unable to secure it.
Forward inbounds to Signs in the corner.
And if you're Canon-McMillan, you come out and you keep that pressure on defensively. You don't give them open looks.
Forward three-ball hit the front iron. Kenneman rebounds, pulls the ball down where Ethan Kennedy can reach in, and he knocked it loose. But right there, Johnny on the spot was Keegan Williams.
Yeah, you got to keep that ball what I call in a power spot. Don't allow it to go down where the guards are digging at it. Here, indecisive. What are we doing? Attack. Get that ball to the middle. There should be a post player attack. There he is.
This is the way the Big Macs played in that middle of the second quarter and took a lot of time off the clock. Three ball from the corner won't go for McLean. The rebound lands right in the hands of T. Guessman. Here comes AG. Peg up the near side trying to blow by Williams. Good job to defend. Guessman misses the jumper outside the lane, and a rebound cleared by Blake Simmons.
Yeah, Blake Simmons, excellent job on the boards.
Just over a minute gone here in the third. Williams gets the ball. Ford has him checked and blocked from driving toward the paint. Williams picks up his dribble, and a timeout for Canon-McMillan. 6:47 to play in the third. Canon-Mac 39, Albert Gallatin 21. Back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Freedom Transit's Pittsburgh Metro route services park and rides in Washington and Cannonsburg, including Bow Street and South Point to downtown Pittsburgh. Conveniently use the Freedom Transit app to pay for your bus fare. Freedom Transit cards also available at the Washington Transit Center. Our riders enjoy a car-free commute, avoiding traffic and parking. Downtown stops include Gateway Center, Boulevard of the Allies, Smithfield Street, and East Busway.
30-second timeout taken by Glenn Gutierrez. Just wanted to reestablish or recommit to what they talked about doing.
Well, I think that was a good timeout. I mean, you don't want to waste timeouts. but that one was purposeful because they were, again, not accomplishing very much moving the ball side to side. You want to get that ball to that post, look down below, and attack.
Big Macs get the ball back in bounds, and all of a sudden a quick trap against McLean. Pass to the side of the lane. Simmons dribbles out front. He's about 12 feet out, feeds it back out. Kenneman, fadeaway, high post J, off the iron, won't go. Rebound for Gessman, his second.
Tough shot, contested jumper that time. I'm not sure that was the best shot to take in that possession.
Ford Euro steps into the lane, kind of got underneath the backboard and couldn't put a shot up. Kenneman brings it up the floor. McLean on the deck into the corner. Work it back around. Kenneman, side of the lane, gets tied up. Good reach in there by Elliott Signs.
Yeah, where are you going there on that?
Ball ahead to Kennedy. Lay it in off the glass. Won't go. Shot roll, rebound rolls up the lane. McLean has it stolen. A little back pick there by T. Gessman. Strong third quarter. I mentioned his second rebound. That's second rebound in the first 3 minutes of this period. 3-ball. Kennedy off the front rim. Rebound tip toward the corner. Darren Ford has it. Good job there by Signs to keep it alive. Ford rolls it up and in.
Well, and I blame that on Canon-McMillan's inability to rebound. That's 3 opportunities that they gave them on that particular play. He traveled.
Yeah, Simmons got started, was going to do one thing, was going to dribble then, and ended up not doing anything but move the feet.
Yeah, he had a wide open lane. He just went a little too fast that time.
Yeah, put the ball on the deck that far out. You can't get there in the distance.
No. Got to dribble it.
Signs, triple team, just throws it toward midcourt, and the ball stolen by Keegan Williams. Williams leans into Ford. Shot is blocked cleanly from behind the shooter, and Ford knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, at that time Keegan Williams was looking for contact. You can't look for contact. Just look for the rim. Put that chin on the rim and score.
5:24 to play in the third, 39-23. Only points of this period belong to Darren Ford. Shot won't go, and another rebound defensive board for T. Gessman. Ford splits the defenders, takes it deep. Shot didn't go. Couldn't get control on the way up. And now ball, a little bump there by Pegg. Loose ball from D'Angelo to Ford. He misses the lay-in. Signs rebounds. His shot blocked. And Simmons clears the glass for Canon-Mac.
Simmons has been good on the boards, hasn't he?
Point blank miss there for AG. Simmons takes the pass at the low block and scores.
Well, in that time, great job and recognition. Good deflection there by Simmons. Recognition by Williams to use the bounce pass. Simmons just had to take it right up off glass.
2 points apiece in this third quarter, 41-23. Big Macs plus 18, 4:42 to play in the third. Jason Perrine gonna get buzzed in, should not have. Ford had the ball in hand as the thrower, and horn sounds, and at that point then officials go ahead and allow the substitution.
Yeah, I'm not sure they should have, but like as you mentioned, they did.
Pegg splits a double team, give the ball off to Gessman, and now Ford, long 3-ball, hits the front of the net going down, and a rebound knocked out of bounds by D'Angelo.
Again, offensive rebounding. You got to secure the rebound once the shot is missed. Of course, it didn't hit anything, so that's a tough one.
That shot from well beyond the three-point line.
We saw him take a number of long shots yesterday.
Gessman takes the inbound, tried to get into the paint, circles it back out to the corner, goes to Ford.
No,
Canon-Mac and a man-to-man.
He won't shoot from there, will he, Bob?
I don't think. Outside the volleyball sideline at the 10-foot stripe. Entry pass for Perrine, knocked out of bounds by Simmons.
Yes, Simmons very active, with his hands and doing a nice job.
Good look at that play from our perch here atop the bleacher section. Ball spins back out. 3-ball. Ford doesn't take it. Put it on the deck a couple of times. Get to the circle. Ball knocked loose. Ford saves it. Bring it around to Adam Pegg. Taysom McLean falls down to the hoop. Goes Pegg, and he is fouled. I believe that's going to be Keegan Williams.
Yeah, late getting there to the spot. He was the help defender. He just didn't get set soon enough.
Second foul of the game on Williams. First foul of the quarter on Canon-McMillan. Adam Pegg to the foul line. AG just 1 for 4 at the free throw line tonight. halfway through this third quarter, and the deficit is still where it was at the half for Albert Gallatin, down 18, and a free throw miss for Adam Pegg. So Pegg has missed one, Perrine 1 of 2, Ford 0 for 2 at the stripe tonight. Second foul shot in flight, right on the money. Pegg's first point since the opening quarter. He has 7 in the game. D'Angelo looked to go to the basket. He had Jason Perrine between him and the hoop and just said, no, I think I'm going to pass this to the corner.
I actually thought he was going all the way in, but then I saw the big fort standing there in his way, and that was probably a good decision.
Ball comes near side to Berkshire, put on the deck trying to get by Makai Belt. Can't do that. Good defense by Belt. Ball off to Tazak, inside to Simmons. Shot won't go for Simmons, and Perrine cleans the glass. Muscles out of guys on the front and back. Got to get it up the floor. Been there a long time. Belt launch it toward the scores table, and Ford on into the corner. Gessman, spinorama, off the window, too strong. Perrine rebounds, goes back, pulls it short, and Simmons had the glass, didn't finish it. Gessman over the shoulder, that won't go. Simmons tips it, still loose, and a ball out of bounds. The last touch by Berkshire, I thought.
Well, I think they're going to say it went off of. That was a heck of a sequence there.
That ball was, I'm almost positive the last touch, unless one of the AG players standing out of bounds touched it, but didn't look that way.
Yeah, it did not look that way, but it appeared it was the other way around.
Pearson Turner going to check in late. T. Gessman going to get a breather here.
Albert Gallatin in a little bit of a three-quarter court press. Good move, I think. Make Canon-McMillan think a little bit about where they're throwing the basketball.
Ball ahead to Kenneman. High post jumper off the back of the rim. Rebound cleared by Makai Belt for AG. Weave through the defense, through traffic, keep the dribble alive somehow. Oh, helter-skelter. Sometimes it's the whole floor, everybody on the floor. Sometimes it's one guy going.
Well, I thought Kenneman had a really nice look there. He hasn't scored again in the second half. Wow, tough shot there.
Ford contested 3 up and in. He's got 5 in the period. 41-27 now as we click under 2:15 remaining in this third quarter. Margin is 14. 3 ball. D'Angelo pulls it short. Rebound Turner. And Pegg will work it up the floor against D'Angelo. 2 minutes to play in the third. Pegg kick to the corner. Belt back out to Ford. He'll shoot from the logo. Nails it.
Well, he missed every one yesterday. He's made 2 in a row right there. And now this is an 11-point game.
We're back down to 11. We were here at the 4.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Kenneman right down the lane, rolls it across the iron, no good.
Again, didn't look at the basket. He was looking at the big man, missed a sure layup.
Belt blows by Tazak, missed the lay-in though, and a rebound cleared. Good job to come down the lane, Radu, and then Radu with a little drop step or a slip step. See here what he did here. And he does.
Stepped out of bounds.
Careless step, just pivoting, turns and puts his left foot on the line.
Well, that's court awareness. I mean, you have to be aware of where you are.
So back-to-back threes from Darren Ford. This one out probably 3 feet shy of the PIAA logo.
Yeah, he was out there. Well, you knew yesterday if he was shooting those, chances are he's made them before.
I saw Joey Caroli standing on that logo hit one.
I remember him. Yeah, he's looking, he's searching again.
3 ball in flight, contested shot won't go. Perrine muscles for the rebound and misses the putback bunny. And a rebound knocked out of bounds by the Big Macs. It's an 11-point game.
They got some size in there, and the size is bothering Canon-McMillan a little bit. Rather than grabbing a basketball, they're slapping at it.
Timeout, Canon-McMillan. 1:06 to play, third quarter. Canon-Mac 41, Albert Gallatin 30, back on the WJPA Sports Network.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and keep the warm and cozy in. Visit a loan officer today or apply anytime online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 458729.
My My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Albert Gallatin trying to claw their way back into this one against Canon-Mac. The Colonials saw what happened to the Big Macs yesterday, and AG trying to do it to him again. AG with the ball down 11, 9 minutes and change remaining, and a ball at the offensive baseline.
Well, and if you're Canon-McMillan, it's working on your mind. I mean, they've missed some quality looks again.
Peg between the legs, stop and go, ball knocked loose. D'Angelo with a takeaway.
Tremendous defender, he really is. Now he's dribbling himself into trouble. Oh, they're calling a foul. What a bailout.
A foul on Darren Ford.
Yeah, that's a bailout, man. He got lucky because he dribbled right into the trap, Bob, and he picked his dribble up.
First foul of the quarter on Albert Gallatin. In fact, each team with just one foul 7 minutes into the period.
And the rule of thumb is you get rid of the basketball before the trap's coming. You got to be aware of what they're doing. And again, they're extending their zone. You've got to attack this zone. They're just standing on the perimeter, and they're not doing anything to attack the zone.
Kenneman 3 ball. That won't go. Rebound. McLean puts it in.
Nice job by McLean that time on the spot.
Just the second field goal of the quarter for Canon-McMillan. 43-30. Ball knocked away by McLean, and Ford going to shield D'Angelo from getting to it. 18 seconds to play in this third period. 43-30.
Again, bad quarter for Canon-McMillan from a scoring perspective, allowing Albert Gallatin to kind of claw closer.
Yeah, just 2 field goals to this point for Canon-Mac.
Well, inexcusable. I mean, they've had good looks. You got to make shots.
Mackay Belt trying to blow by Kenneman, has to stop at the low block, just flips something toward the bucket, and that doesn't go. Keegan Williams will launch for 3. It's well short, and the period ends. Canon-McMillan 43, Albert Gallatin 30. Fourth quarter when we come back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
At Slovenian Savings and Loan, they understand you want convenience. That's why their mobile banking app allows you to bank from anywhere, anytime. They also know there's no substitute for personal, one-on-one service from someone who cares about you and your family. Founded on honesty, integrity, and trust in 1925, and that will never change. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. Slovenian Savings and Loan on Boone Avenue in Strabane. SlovenianSavingsandLoan.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Strong third quarter for Darren Ford. Scored 8 of the AG 9 points in that period, enabling Albert Gallatin to shot 5 points off an 18-point hole at the half. Canon-McMillan not so strong in that third quarter. Just single field goals for Taysom McLean and Blake Simmons.
Well, I think Blake Simmons has given them quality minutes. The one thing that I see that stands out is, again, Canon-McMillan missing good shots, not forced shots, good shots. And they got to make those. I don't like this standing around what they do. Get the ball and attack.
Canon-Mac scored 27 points in the opening quarter today. They have scored, I think my math tells me, 17 points total after intermission yesterday and today.
I don't understand it. It's almost like they go into a complacency, and you can't do that.
Start of the fourth quarter, Big Macs have the ball, taken 30 seconds off the clock, got the ball to the high post, and the ball was knocked loose, but able to save it. McLean to Williams. This 2-3 zone for Albert Gallatin is again extended beyond the three-point line.
Well, and the middle's wide open.
And in fact, Belt coming clear out to the volleyball 10-foot line to guard Williams, and Belt now called for a reach-in First foul of the fourth quarter, first foul of the game on Makai Belt.
You know, if you're a player and you get a good
Belt?
I have one on him, but
yeah,
they have two, so let's go ahead and mark it as a second.
D'Angelo lost his footing, tried to force a pass, and that one shook up Ford. Ford got a problem with his hand. He blocked that pass, and Ford in trouble here. Big Macs, the Greyhounds get the ball across, and they are going to use a timeout here to deal with Darren Ford.
I wonder if he dislocated a finger on that pass, Bob. Yeah. Either that or he stoved it pretty good. He's in some discomfort. That poor kid can't get a break.
Timeout Albert Gallatin. 6:49 to play in the fourth. 43-30 Canon-Mac back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Orthodontics isn't just for children. Orthodontics is for everyone. Choose Good Orthodontics. Doctors Bob and Ron Good and Dr. Cullen Doyle are board-certified specialists in orthodontics and facial orthopedics. Good Orthodontics has offices in Mount Lebanon, Washington, and Pleasant Hills. See all the good a simple smile can do. Call Good Orthodontics, 412-344-4663. Excellence is a good choice. Choose Good Orthodontics.
Well, we talked about Ford's back struggles last night, and now today came out inside of a minute. When he did come back, he had the left thumb taped up, and now I think it's a problem with the right hand.
Well, yeah, it looks like it could. Well,
no, it's that left. He's working that left hand
I think it's that same hand and that same thumb area, and boy, that's painful. I've done that several times. That hurts.
Substitution has Elliott Signs in place of Ford. Dribble to control cannot. Belt can't use the dribble there. He had to pass it off because he used the dribble to control the ball. Perrine just knocks a defender down. A ball knocked loose from Pegg, and the loose ball grabbed by Gessman. AG saves that possession. Feet across. Perrine off the window, misses the bunny. Boy, how many shots have we seen in tight from both teams?
Oh, a lot.
Like that missed. Canon-Mac finds a back cut, and Kenneman going to the hoop before he caught the ball.
Well, the first thing you got to do is you must secure the basketball in your hands, and he didn't do it. He just kind of put one hand out. Yeah, it was a hard pass. I get it. But that's the only pass that was going to get through.
Pegg and Gessman try to break the double team, and the ball on the pass knocked out of bounds.
Blake Simmons, again, got his hand on the basketball. He's been really good today. Great job defensively and on the boards. There you go again. He's got another one.
Simmons blocks this pass and then lob back to him from McLean, and he fumbles that out of bounds at the baseline.
Great effort, just cannot secure the ball.
Feed comes to the near side to Pegg, through traffic to Signs, and now up the far sideline. Belt, stop and go, dribble it in traffic, and the ball came up into his midsection, and he's called for traveling.
Yeah, and I'll put that turnover on the pressure that Canon-McMillan put on that last possession. And now Albert Gallatin's going to be in a full court pressing situation, so Canon-McMillan needs to take care of this basketball.
Just to note, Darren Ford with the athletic trainers behind the Albert Gallatin bench. So D'Angelo get the ball ahead. 3 ball won't go for Kenneman. Rebound tipped by Simmons. He couldn't grab it, but kept Gessman from getting it. Inside to Keegan Williams. That rolls across the back of the rim. No good. And a rebound for Gessman.
What did you say about missing shots inside close?
Gessman got trapped in the corner by Kenneman and just fired the ball off his knee and out of bounds.
Yeah, neither team being able to put one in the basket. Must be a lid on that.
We have a total of 13 points scored here in the second half. Long pass ahead, won't go. Saved by the Big Macs, but right back to the Colonials. Shot missed in tight by Ethan Kennedy, and Canon-Mac with the rebound. Simmons going to the rack. Try to spin around. He's held up and going to get a foul call here. Well, that looked like all ball right in the midsection, but we are going to get the foul call.
Yeah, I thought he was grabbed, but did you see him push off with his left hand?
Wow, they're going to call the foul on the front side. Didn't see much contact there. Ball won't go from the far side. Rebound, Guessman rips it away from D'Angelo. Ball to Signs, and hustling down is Kenneman to knock it away.
He just cannot buy a basket. I mean, he's had some quality looks, Roman Kenneman, just unable to convert. If he hits one of these ones, I think it pretty much will give them the confidence they need to finish this game out. Right now, who knows?
Signs against this Canon-Mac defense. Reach in, and a foul going to be called on the Big Macs.
That'll be Roman Kenneman.
His first foul,
Hard
foul of the quarter.
Well, I got to take a chance. I like the aggressiveness.
Just under 5 minutes to play in the game. 43-30. Canon-Mac trying to go wire to wire. Opened with a 9-point first minute. Ball to Peg. He's going to the hoop. Scoop shot with 2 hands up and in.
Bad defensive play there that time by the Big Macs.
Took 3 minutes and 15 seconds to get points on the board in the period. Now the Colonials with a steal, and now a pushing foul. Keegan Williams from behind. That'll be his 3rd foul of the game. 2 in the quarter on the Big Macs, and foul shots coming for Mekhi Belt. I've joked often, like, this is where some teams want the rule put in where you can decline, just take the ball. Foul shot short, 2 of 7 at the foul line.
Yeah, that'll come back and haunt them. And Canon-McMillan's only shot 2 free throws. That's hard to believe.
Both of those in the opening quarter.
I know.
Second shot by Belt, 1 of 2 on this trip. He's got 9 points. Long feet ahead. Simmons going to the hoop, lays it up short. 43-33. Shot off the window won't go, and a rebound cleared by Simmons. Dribbled it off his leg, but a reach-in foul, and I think Ethan Kennedy. Nope. It's going to be Mekhi Belt getting his 2nd.
His 3rd, Bob. At least that's what the score.
No, I'm going. I don't have 3, and when they called and announced the 1 is 2nd, but we'll just leave it that way. Yep, board does all aspects of the board are saying 3 fouls on Belt. So Big Mac's 10-point lead. Shot won't go for Simmons. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and last touched by Guessman. AG coach is questioning that call, but.
Yeah, I did think that an Albert Gallatin player, I think it was Guessman, knocked it out of bounds.
I thought Simmons knocked it out of Guessman's hands. Just under 4 minutes remaining. The Canon-Mac lead is down to 10. D'Angelo says, no, it's 13. Hits a tray.
Well, they needed that. They needed to make a basket there. There's another turnover. Oh, you take care of the ball. You don't take care of the ball.
Signs up the near sideline. Boy, he's going all kind of place, having all kind of dribble trouble. Double teamed in the corner, and the AG gets a timeout. 3:33 to play, 4th quarter. Canon-Mac 46, Albert Gallatin 33. Big Mac's trying to hold on. We're back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Freedom Transit's bus routes service the Washington and Canonsburg areas and extend into downtown Pittsburgh, McDonald, and Monongahela. Children 11 and younger ride free, and seniors 65 and older receive free bus fares on fixed route service. Conveniently use the Freedom Transit app to pay for your bus fare. Freedom Transit cards, also available at the Washington Transit Center. Freedom Transit, connecting people who live, work, learn, and play in Washington County and surrounding areas.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and keep the warm and cozy in. Visit a loan officer today or apply anytime online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 458729.
Canon-McMillan led 39-21 at the break. Has not been much of a scoring second half. The Big Macs have managed all of
7
points, and yet they still lead by 13.
That is just remarkable to me, and they have had more than 6 or 7 opportunities to make baskets, but you know I'm going to say this only because I've been in these shoes. It's not much you can do as a coach if your guys can't take care of the basketball.
Near side, 3-ball. Ethan Kennedy almost all the way down, and scoops out of there. Rebound grabbed by Blake Simmons for Canon-Mac.
Yeah, that did everything but go in.
D'Angelo Tazek on the far sideline. Back out to D'Angelo. Peg trying to keep him pinned out there. Ball goes to Simmons. Late decision to head toward the hoop and work the ball around the perimeter. To the elbow. Simmons puts it on the deck, goes up against 3, rattles around 4 times on the iron and drops home.
Yeah, nice basket by Simmons that time.
Feed at the baseline, bad decision, late decision by Makai Belt to pass it. Save attempt there by Kennedy, but tipped it right back into the Big Macs. 15-point lead, was 18 at the half. Back cut. Kenneman catch and score. First point since the first quarter.
Broke the skid. It's a nice back cut that time by Kenneman.
Signs floater in the paint. Too hard off the back window, off the back iron, and a rebound for D'Angelo. Big Macs trying to find a spot where they can exhale. Kenneman into the lane and a blocking foul called on Guessman. His third.
Well, you know, it was funny, Bob, as they pushed up the tempo a little bit, then Canon-McMillan found some easy scoring opportunities here in the last few possessions, and that's what they need to do. Got to inbound. Oh, there you go, wide open.
Kenneman for 3, hits it. He covered Kenneman originally and then backed off of him, and the pass came in and able to hit the 3. Signs for a deuce, no good. Rebound grabbed down low for Peg. Feed it off to Kennedy, and now out to Guessman. His 3 is too strong, and good box out down low by Ben Tazak. 1:50 to play, third place within reach for the Big Macs of Canon-McMillan. Simmons started down the lane but didn't bring the ball with him. Stolen by Ethan Kennedy. High post jumper off the back of the rim. Rebound cleared by the Big Macs. 90 seconds remaining. Crossover in backcourt. Tazak trying to get rid of Elliott Signs. Finds help in Taysom McLean.
Oh, there was a back cut there that was open, but the 2 cutters at the same time ruined that.
Pushing foul going to be called on Guessman, his 4th.
Didn't see it. It was away from the ball, wasn't it, Bob?
Yeah, it was right here. It wasn't on the ball, but it was
right in front of the official.
Yep. Well, and Taysom McLean got involved in that kind of stuff yesterday.
He did. Now, here's a question for you. Kevin Crummy, there's a strong resemblance between him and a one-time Coach Crummy from Central Catholic.
You'll have to ask them. I have no clue.
I wondered if you knew that, but I will definitely check that out.
McLean at the foul line for 2. First shot good.
His father, Chuck, was a long-time, very successful coach. And when I was here coaching at Trinity, they were in our section for 2 years. And this Crummy, if it is his son, played in those games.
McLean hits both. A bunch of substitutions for Canon-McMillan. 55-33 at early 17-point opening quarter margin. Going to propel the Big Macs to a win here, play even the rest of the way after that 27-10 advantage. And then Albert Gallatin with a pass goes right through the hands of Elliott Signs. Nice reach in, knocked the ball loose. Makai Belt going to the hoop. Shot rolls off the iron, another miss. The Big Macs rebound. Under a minute to play. Ball ahead to Berkshire. And he'll dribble it out to the midcourt. Kennedy going to keep the pressure on him there. Berkshire entry pass down low. Redu shot off the iron, won't go. Gets his own rebound, goes back up, misses that shot. Rebound tipped toward the baseline. And one of the AG players, I believe that's Makai Belt, went to try to get the rebound, and he tumbled over top of Redu, who was on the floor.
Yeah, nice job by Redu. Good second effort. He had 2 looks at it. Just he didn't have a really good angle in which to use the glass, but almost.
AG 5 in, 5 out. These 2 teams are going to play a JV game, I believe, coming up in a little bit.
I think so.
3-ball near side, Caden Brady. That won't go for Albert Gallatin. Loose ball, shot rejected. That's Michael Dunham. And the Colonials keep possession. Chase Golitz work the ball around near side. Again, it's Brady at the baseline. 10 seconds to play in the ball game. Kylan Pratt, far side, 3-ball up and good for Oliver Perez. And that should close the scoring. First points for Albert Gallatin since the 4.5-minute mark. But just all serves to set the final score. Canon-McMillan takes third place here at the Hiller Holiday Classic, 55-36 over Albert Gallatin. Quick recap, we come back here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Canon-McMillan sprinted out 9 points in the opening minute, forcing the first timeout for Albert Gallatin. The Big Macs extended that run to 13-2 halfway through the quarter, and then 27-10 in the first. And the Big Macs then really pretty much even down the rest of the way. 12-11 Canon-Mac in the second, AG 9-4 in the third, and Canon-Mac 12-6 advantage in the fourth quarter to set our final at 55-36. 17 points in the game for Roman Kenneman, a dozen of those in that decisive opening quarter. I have 10 points for Blake Simmons, 11 for Romello D'Angelo for the Big Macs, who hit 3 of their 4 foul shots in the game. On the other side, nobody in double figures. A strong third quarter for Darren Ford before being injured for the second time and did not return. I have a couple of guys with 9 apiece, Adam Pegg and Mackay Belt, each with 9. Again, Ford with 8. As Albert Gallatin left a bunch of points available with just a 3 for 8 afternoon at the foul line. Canon-Mac evens its mark at 5-5, 1-1 here in the tournament this weekend. Albert Gallatin loses its 7th straight, and the Colonials drop to 2-8 on the season. Time to recognize our player of the game, brought to you by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
And with 17 points on the afternoon, including 12 to help that sprint out to the 27-10 lead in that first quarter, our player of the game nod goes to Roman Kenneman. Couple of threes and 3 2-point field goals in that first quarter. Canon-Mac pumped in 4 trays in that opening period and built that 27-10 lead that they eventually would work out to a 19-point victory here this afternoon. Today's game on the WJPA Sports Network brought to you in part by CNX Dream Fields, making your dream field come true. By First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, people you know, people you can trust. By Freedom Transit, take the bus and skip the hassle. Log on freedom-transit.org for details. By Good Orthodontics, excellence is a good choice. Choose Good Orthodontics. By Slovenian Savings and Loan, big enough to serve, small enough to care. And by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County. Coming up shortly, we'll bring you the Hiller Holiday Classic Championship game between Avonworth and the host Trinity Hillers. Thanks to both head coaches, to Athletic Director Mike Wall and Assistant Casey Alderson, and all the folks here at Trinity. From our partner Tom Drakely, floor director Jason Tennant, Noah Tennant and Brett Gambita on camera, and Sid Vicious producing in our Washington studios, I'm Bob Gregg. Thank you so much for being with us. From the Hiller Holiday Classic Consolation Game, your final score, Canon-McMillan 55, Albert Gallatin 36. For more than 80 years, we've been Pennsylvania's radio sports leader. This has been a presentation of the WJPA Sports Network.